SuperNerds UK. It is now 20 to 5 in the morning, and I'm just woke up because of my sleep pattern's absolutely wrecked from work. I just thought I haven't been on video for a while. Well, I've only been on video once, but the follow-up videos took a while to come. First of all, let's talk about the Star Wars trailer. What do you guys think? I thought it was really good. I wasn't expecting what I got. I was expecting probably a little less. I was expecting maybe a title card and close up of a character, or maybe a shot from behind of a character, teasing a character. Certainly wasn't expecting to see the Millennium Falcon straight away. I was expecting to hear Star Wars theme tunes. That's what everybody knows. That's probably the thing that everybody knows about Star Wars. Everybody knows the Star Wars theme tunes. Expecting to hear that, or at least a hint of that. Made up, I got to see the X-wing pilot. The main thing I was worried about is would the tone capture. Would the trailer capture the tone of previous Star Wars films? And when I mean the previous ones, I don't mean the prequels. I mean the ones that I made before that. And it totally did, as far as I was concerned. We got to see the little, what I've decided to call a sphere bot, rolling around. Thought that was excellent. We got to see Tatooine. We got to see a little bit of action. Got to see a little bit of fighting and firing from whatever space vehicles they were, or spaceships, whatever you want to call them. So overall, I was pleased. When it comes to Star Wars and that, it's not really my forte. That's Tim's. Tim's more the sci-fi side of things. When it comes to comic books and comic book films and maybe comic book games, that's probably where you're more gonna hear more from me. Probably hear me a bit more excited. Moving on to that, we got to see the cast of the Suicide Squad over the last couple of days. What do I think of it? Well, first of all, got Will Smith as Deadshot. What an amazing coup there. There's been rumours that Will Smith was going to be playing Deadshot for a while. I've seen him pop up here and there on different websites. Pretty good. Yeah. I think he's an actor that's going to bring the general audience in. Comic book audiences are going to go and see that film, whatever happens. Will Smith will bring in a general audience. He'll make a bit more money for the studios. And Will Smith in general, whatever you think of him, when he puts performance in, he puts in a good performance. Even in the films that aren't so good that he's in, or the generic films that he's in, he's normally good in them. So him as Deadshot is pretty good coup as far as I'm concerned. Margaret Robbie as Harley Quinn. I was one of the sad ones I used to watch her years ago in Neighbours. Not watched Neighbours for a couple of years ago, but when she was in Neighbours, she came across as a bit annoying, to be honest with you. She was, I think that was more to do with her character than the actress herself. But she came across a bit ditzy, a bit blondie stereotype. Seen her in The Wolf of Wall Street, and I seen her in a show called Pan Am or Pan Air. It was about a couple of years ago with Christina Ricci, and the show was about Pan Am or Pan Air, whatever it was called. She done well in it. Strong American accent. You never thought at any point that she was actually Australian. She went well with it. She done really well with it. Watching The Wolf of Wall Street a few months back, she's pretty much on the map now as an American actress, as far as I'm concerned. As a actress in America, I should say. She was really good in it. She had one of the best scenes in the film. I don't want to tell you what it is if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street, by the way, you need to see it. Fantastic film. Leonardo DiCaprio, yet again. What can you say about Leonardo DiCaprio? He's absolutely amazing in it. However, I digress. So Margaret Robbie is Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn, who's not been seen in a live action film yet. A lot of Batman fan who wanted to see it in a live action film, and although it's not in the Batman film, we're getting to see it in live action, which we're all happy about, I assume. Next, you've got Cara Delevingne. I don't know who she is. I know who she is, but I don't know how to pronounce the second name, so apologies if I've got that wrong. She'll be playing the Enchantress, which is what I can see from what I've seen. I've seen very little. I've not really read much of the Suicide Squad. I've read bits and bobs of it, but she comes across as a sort of Scarlet Witch, DC equivalent. Scarlet Witch who's about to appear in Avengers: Age of Ultron. So all I know is that she's in the new Pan film. I think she plays one of the mermaids. I may be wrong, but I'm sure. I think she plays one of the mermaids. But she's stunning. I'll give you that. She's a very good looking woman. But can she act? It's sort of the Gal Gadot casting of Wonder Woman, if you ask me. Been in a couple of things. She's looked good in them. But what are her acting chops like? Can she put that character across? I hope she can. I'm sure she will. So good luck at her. And last, and I don't like to say least, but we've got Jai Courtney as Boomerang, or Captain Boomerang as sometimes he's known. Jai Courtney for me, bit underwhelming so far from what I've seen from him. I wasn't a huge fan of him in Die Hard 5 or whatever it was, Die Hard, whatever it's called. I've seen him in Divergent. Divergent was an okay film. I enjoyed it. He was just a generic villain, as far as I can see. There was nothing outside the box. There was nothing different. So yeah, it's a strong cast. The core of the cast's good. And then you've got Jared Leto cast as the Joker. Wow. There've been rumours for a good while that he was going to be playing the Joker, and I like the idea of it. I really do. I can remember him playing the villain in Panic Room, directed by David Fincher, and he was really good in that. I think he pushed his boundaries in that one about being a villain. He was really good. Dallas Buyers Club apparently it's a film still not seen, but people are raving about him in that film. I think I'll have to look it up as a bit of research for I'm going to play the Joker, but I've got no arguments. The films I've seen Jared Leto in, even when he's not even in films that much, like when he's in American Psycho, he does a good job. Same with Fight Club. He's an actor. I think that you ask him to do pretty much anything and he'll do it. He can do it, and he can do it to a good standard. The Joker could be his breakout one now. The Joker could be the one where it goes right. He starts getting all kinds now. And the question it asks is, with the Joker being in this one, I would assume the Suicide Squad are going to be going after the Joker. I don't see the Joker being part of the Suicide Squad. So if they're going after the Suicide Squad, does that mean that... if the Suicide Squad are going after Joker, does that then mean that maybe we get to see Joker at the end of it go off with Harley Quinn? Does the Suicide Squad disband and separate, and do they go their own ways? And does Harley Quinn go off with the Joker? And then next onward, do we see Harley Quinn and the Joker in the Batman solo film? Now that'd be something I'd be really interested in. I know a lot of people are saying it's too soon to do a Joker after the passing of Heath Ledger and his absolutely amazing performance in it, and The Dark Knight. But I think it's time for the new Joker. I think it's time to see the Joker on screen again. The Joker is basically the Green Goblin of Batman. what the Green Goblin is to Spider-Man, the Joker is to Batman. We need the Joker in the universe. It'd be like having an X-Men film and not having Magneto roundabout there. The Joker needs to be in the Batman universe. He's that main villain. It's very similar to a Superman has to have Lex Luthor. I know we didn't have Lex Luthor in the previous film, but we're going to get him now. You don't go too many Superman films without having the Lex Luthor in there. He's that iconic character to the franchise or to the universe, whatever you want to call it. So to have a Joker back in there, I think we're going to see him in, if not the first solo Batman film, definitely the second one. Maybe we might see an appearance from Ben Affleck as Batman in the Suicide Squad film. You never know. But I look forward to finding out. So that same year, we've got the Suicide Squad and we've got Batman versus Superman. Pretty tasty summer, as far as I'm concerned. Next, the trailer dropped yesterday for Terminator Genisys. What did I think of it? I enjoyed Salvation. On its own, it was a good film. My problem was, it wasn't really a Terminator film. Until the Terminator at the end came into it, there was no time travel in it. It came across to me more like a Mad Max film with robots in. That's the best way I can describe it. It didn't come across to me at all like a Terminator film. Now the one thing I do get from the show is this is a Terminator film. We get to see time travel. We get to see Sarah Connor. We get to see Arnie, which is Arnie's the Terminator, isn't he? One thing I will say on Arnold Schwarzenegger and it being in it done is that they've recast everybody. All the characters have been recast. Sarah Connor, Kyle Reese been recast. John Connor has been recast. Now, as much as I love seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, maybe it was time to recast him now. Maybe it was time to get somebody else in and play that main Terminator role. Now I know a lot of people aren't going to like that I'm saying that, but why recast everybody else and leave him in it? Let's start afresh. As good as he is, I think there's other people out there now who are younger who could restart the franchise and keep going with it. I could see The Rock as a Terminator figure. Batista's just knocked it out the park there. Dave Bautista has just knocked it out the park there in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sure he could have played a Terminator figure. It's not really demanding when it comes to acting. It all comes down to movement and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Arnold Schwarzenegger has been brilliant as a Terminator. He's never been poor as the Terminator, but it's not the most demanding jobs, and I know it's good to see him. Maybe if he was in there just to make a cameo, I could understand it. But if you're going to recast everybody, let's restart. Let's start from scratch. If you want, you're going to redo the Terminator the franchise. Let's restart it. Clean slate. Nobody in there. Like I said, you have him as in the cameo if you want. Maybe show a photograph of him or I don't know. But if you're going to recast everybody, let's recast Arnie. The Terminator itself, the trailer, I think it looks good. It looks like a Terminator film. Like I said, Sarah Connor, John Connor, from what we see of him as an older version, back when they were in the machines, looks like he's going to do the job. I can't think of the fella's name, but it's the same guy who's the main man in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I always thought was fantastic. The one person who I'm not looking forward to, and it sounds like I despise him, I just don't despise, he's not impressed me in anything yet, is Jai Courtney. as calories. It's not calories to me. Who do I think it'd be calories? Couldn't tell you. Because Michael Bain, it's calories to me. It always will be. Or to see someone like a Jeremy Renner or somebody could have done it. It could have been a good role for the likes of him. But Jai Courtney, I hope I'm wrong. I hope when I see Jai Courtney as calories, he absolutely smashes it. I really do. I hope he proves me wrong. But it's just not for me. So the trailer, do I like it? Yeah, I do like it. But like I said, the elements I'm not too sure on is if you're going to recast everybody, recast Arnie and Jai Courtney, prove me wrong. Thanks for watching anyway, those who do watch. Subscribe to the video if you can. The more subscriptions you get, the more likely we are to do more videos. And and spread the word. This is 3 minutes to 5 in the morning, and I'm gonna go now. Thanks, and speak to you soon. Bye.